Hey everybody, Monday update. Tony George, Doc Sports, talking NBA postseason tonight, and we're talking a late game between the Nuggets and the Suns, and then we'll tell you what's going on over at the website very quickly. We'll make this short and sweet today. I have no interest in either game tonight in terms of a premium play. I'm not going to push it. Um, I think the numbers are about right, and in the early game, we don't know. I doubt Joel Embiid plays, but I've seen like the last 5 times he's been listed as questionable or doubtful. 4 of those times he played. And the last 5 times he's been listed as out, he played in one of them. And he averaged over 30 points in those instances. So, again, the NBA, you cannot trust any news that comes out of any camp when it comes to injury reports or players playing, which is their biggest problem, and definitely a problem if you're handicapping the NBA. And still, you got Boston laying 10, you know, in a quarterfinal. I mean, that's almost unheard of. But in this day and age in the NBA, nothing surprised me. So I want nothing to do with that game. Should Boston beat them at home? Yeah. Should they score a lot of points? Yeah. Um, Even if Embiid plays, should they beat them? Yeah. But I'm not willing to get near it. I'm not with all the question marks. That being said, the late game here, a little bit of a surprise in game one to me. In this series, I took Phoenix. I thought Phoenix was, peaking. I also thought they got a little lucky against the Clippers because of the injury to Leonard, and their 2 best players weren't on the floor. But that being said, and they did struggle in a couple of those games. But I just had a sneaking feeling, and boy, was I wrong. I think Denver is a very, very underrated number 1 seed. They're a very good basketball team. But in the quarterfinals, I'm not willing to lay 4.5, but I do like the over here. And the number's 227, Denver's 4.5. The first game was 132 points with Phoenix only scoring 107. I think Phoenix will score more than that. And I think Denver about the same. I mean, Phoenix plays, they have no interest in playing perimeter defense. None. None. I think Murray will have another big night. These two in the series is 5-2 on the over the last 7 in the series meetings. But if you take a look at the recent numbers, and we're looking right here, right now, does it make a difference what the season stats are? Doesn't. It bears zero meaning to me. Now, others have different opinions. You're talking about algorithms and matrices and sabermetrics and all this stuff. It's the eye test. I've been doing this 32 years. I've been around the block. Win, lose, or draw. I'm telling you. You take a look at the numbers and they don't lie. Last 5 games, on offense, Phoenix 121 points a game, Denver 117. On defense, Phoenix, which this is a concern of theirs going into this series, because Denver's a lot more high-powered team than you think they are, and Jokic is the real deal. The guy's won, 2 MVPs? I mean, he's an unbelievable, and he's a great assist guy. When they collapse on him, they get open jumpers. Big time. They got guys that can knock them down. Big time. On their home floor, in the altitude, all that. But on defense, Phoenix allowing 117 a game. You can't do that and win in the postseason. And Denver's allowing 110. So Denver's defense is the key to them winning this. It really is at the end of the day. But I think you're going to see a more spirited game out of Phoenix. And as long as Phoenix doesn't want to play any defense, a team like Denver at home is going to have 120 plus. It's just a matter of fact. Give me the over, 227. Denver, Phoenix in the late game tonight. Over at the website here, a crappy weekend. Just crappy weekend. my job's to win more than I lose. And I lost more than I won over the weekend. That's just unacceptable, and it puts me in a very bad mood. So we're just going kind of low volume. But the big news is here, NASCAR today starts at noon Eastern. We have a 3-pack. So it's early. Many of you will be watching this video. The race already started. We had a rain delay, postponement on Sunday. They couldn't even qualify on Saturday. They did get in some practice. I looked at some of the practice times. So we're going on, basically track history, driver history, and race teams. There's certain race teams in this race that have better cars overall and the way they set them up. And, I have a solid source in NASCAR, boots on the ground type guy. And at the end of the day, I know who's got the good hot rods this weekend. And a lot of them are on one race team. So that's what we're going with here. Spread it out. Got a 4-unit, a 2-unit, and a 3-unit. They're all head-to-heads. 3-unit Major League Baseball, best bet. Still a 16-8 run, but we lost one on Sunday badly. Just a 4-unit pick, but had the under in the Toronto-Seattle game, and they scored 6 runs in the first inning combined. You saw I was just way off base, but we got a solid one for you here today. And in the NHL, we passed yesterday. But that being said, we got the Rangers and the Devils going at it. Somebody advances. I know who. Doc Sports will be sure and get you a 4-unit NBA player prop today. We had a 7-unit prop play on Draymond Green yesterday. Over 22.5 points, assists, and rebounds. He had 22. That capped off my weekend. We're going to do better this week. Nose to the grindstone. Time to get back to work. No hyperbole. Just work.